Example 5, last one. Alright, in the school year ending in 1993, 2 million females participated in sports. 2003, the number increased to 2.86 million. Where it is, write a linear equation that models female students' participation. Y equals mx plus b, right? That's an equation that models any situation I throw at you if it's linear. Now, what does m mean in this case? What does b mean in this case? Well, I told you before, m is not just the slope, it's the rate of change. Okay? B is not just the y-intercept, it is the initial, whatever you're talking about, initial weight, initial in this case, it's initial females that participated in sports. Okay? So, all you have to do is find your slope, your rate of change. But here's the deal. When you find, like, x isn't just the years. You have to make x the number of years since the beginning year. Remember in that problem I told you about before, we don't use 1993. That's our starting point. So actually, like, 1993 is like our 0. So x actually represents the number of years since the beginning, which it says 1993. Okay? So that's the number of years since 1993. So here we go. So it actually gives us two coordinates. 1993, 2 million, but we don't use 1993. That's our beginning. So that's 0, 2 million females. The other one is 2003, 2.86 million females. But what is this number actually? You have to take it in response to the other one, which is 1993. If that's your starting point, how many years later is this? All you have to do is take 2003 minus 1993 and get, that's 10 years after 1993. Okay, so x is years after 1993. That's why it's 10. Okay, you got two coordinates. What can you do with two coordinates? You can find your m. Okay, so y2 minus y1, 2.86 minus 2, and then 10 minus 0. Alright, so this becomes 0.86 divided by 10 is equal to 0.086. Okay? This is your slope, or your rate of change. Right? Now, usually we have to find the b, the initial. In this case, we don't, because 0, 2, if you think about it, 0, 2 is the initial. When year 0, remember when x is 0, you have your y-intercept. Okay, remember that. So actually your initial is 2. But what if it wasn't? What if it was 5, 2 in 10, 2.86? You would find the slope and then put in this coordinate, or one of these coordinates, back into y equals mx plus b, just like you did for example 4, right? You plug in x and y, you have m already, here's your m, okay? You put them all in and you figure it out, okay? So y equals mx plus b, m is 0.086, x is, you could put in 10, you could put 2.86 for y, and you're going to get the same b as I'm going to get. It's plus b is 2, because that's the initial amount. Okay, 2 million females when you first started. Equals y. So this is actually your equation. Know how to write equations if I give you a word problem. Okay? Alright, last example, example 6 in section 4, online music. This is actually a fairly simple example. If you take a look here, you have $30 to spend on downloading songs, okay, for your digital music player. Company A charges this much per song. Company B charges this much per song. Write an equation. Now normally, if it says write an equation, normally it's y equals mx plus b. But in this case, actually it isn't. Okay? So we're going to get rid of that. 30 is your what? 30 is your total, right? So what makes up your total? Well, you spend this much per song on company A and or plus this much per song on company B. So basically it's just 79 cents per song for company A plus 99 cents per song for company B. So should that be X or Y or something different? Okay, well, you don't know how many songs you bought from company A, so that's X. You don't know how many songs you bought for company B. That has to be a different variable, so there has to be Y. This is an equation in standard form. So AX plus BY equals C, standard form. Okay, and that's all they ask you for. So you're basically done with the problem. So know how to model a word problem using standard form. You find the total, and then you use these factors to add up to the total. So that's all for example number 6, and that's all for section 4.